Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our graduation ceremony for the Rutgers Violence Against Women and Children Certificate Program, graduating class of 2020. I'm Dawn Roan, DCF Division of Child Protection and Permanency Statewide Administrator for Domestic Violence, Human Trafficking, and Missing Youth. And it's my pleasure to start us off with a special message from our Commissioner, Christine Norbert-Beyer.
Social work. Thank you for all of your Good morning. It's an honor to join you at the DCF Violence Against Women graduation ceremony and enrichment day. I want to thank the team that makes the VAWC program and this annual celebration such a tremendous success. To our colleagues at the Division on Women, the Division of Child Protection and Permanency, the DCF Training Academy, and the Center on Violence Against Women and Children at Rutgers University School of Social Work. Thank you for all of your hard work guiding this program through another successful year, the 9th cohort in this program's existence. But as grateful as we are for all of the support this program has received along the way, today is really about each of you, the 2020 VAWC graduates. Congratulations to all of you on reaching this milestone. I'm so very proud of you. Today, you join nearly 450 of your Team DCF colleagues who have passed through and graduated from this program. Today is a celebration of your deep commitment to learning and your own self-development, as well as your commitment to elevating this important work across the department in support of New Jersey's children and families impacted by violence. I'm certain that when you began the VAWC program last September, you probably anticipated many of the same challenges that other cohorts have already experienced. Finding time to balance work, family, and new educational programs, and the rigors and pace of the programming. In any given year, completing this certificate program while meeting work and personal obligations would have been cause enough to celebrate. I think we would all agree, however, this year has been like no other. The challenges thrown at us since March 2020, whether it's social unrest and the ongoing fight for racial justice that is long overdue, or the impact of a global health crisis, have changed so many facets of our daily life. In response to the COVID-19 pandemic, Governor Murphy issued a stay-at-home directive, schools shifted to virtual learning, non-essential business closed, and we all had to adapt in order to continue to provide services and conduct our department's vital work on behalf of the children and families of the Garden State. Due to the economic and social impact, the pandemic has left many families feeling destabilized, isolated, struggling financially, and forced to make difficult and untenable financial decisions, such as deciding between paying for rent or buying food. The prolonged isolation without access to resources or a reliable network of friends and family have made it difficult for many families in general, but more so for those at-risk individuals and families who can't easily seek support or leave an unsafe environment. We know that intimate partner violence can happen in any family, and that individuals in marginalized populations have a difficult time seeking out and connecting to help and support services. While the state's executive orders and stay-at-home measures were implemented to keep New Jersey residents healthy and safe, and to be clear, they were an absolutely necessary step that has made New Jersey one of only 3 states on track to contain the COVID-19 virus, These measures have also created what can be seen as a parallel pandemic, one in which abusers and victims are stuck together in homes that weren't safe even before the pandemic hit New Jersey. With reduced access to family members, friends, school officials, and primary healthcare providers who can direct victims to help or report abuse, the stress that families are feeling around COVID-19 can be the spark to set off a domestic violence wildfire with little relief in sight. In the field of social work, we have long recognized the co-occurrence of intimate partner violence and incidents of child maltreatment through our daily case practice and engagement with families. Domestic violence isn't just a women's issue or a victim's issue. This is a family issue. Domestic violence destabilizes entire families and puts everyone at risk. And from what we're seeing around the COVID-19 emergency, families are hurting right now. During times of national emergencies, such as hurricanes, and in the current COVID-19 pandemic, incidents of domestic violence and child maltreatment tend to rise. We need leaders who are knowledgeable about the intersection of intimate partner violence and child abuse and neglect. And that's why this program is so important now more than ever. With everything that has happened in the last several months, I know pursuing a program such as this has not been without its challenges. Perhaps many of you have had your own struggles managing this very stressful time, whether helping the families we serve or assisting your own families to acclimate to a new norm, supporting your own children with virtual learning in the absence of their teachers, classmates, and friends, or trying to work at home while caring for your family. Hopefully, none of you have been personally impacted by tragedy resulting from COVID-19, but we know that the statistics suggest that someone you know has contracted the disease. Yet through it all, you continued in the VAWC program. You were patient with the program's team and quickly adapted while we transitioned the program from in-person to virtual. Know that I admire and applaud your incredible tenacity and perseverance to make it here today. The pandemic is not over, and we do not yet know the extent of its impact on individuals, on children, and on families vulnerable to violence and maltreatment. However, what I do know is that DCF is much better positioned today to support those children and families who might need our help. Thanks to each of you and the VAWC program's continued success to shed light on the ways we can better support families. Thank you again for all you do in helping to keep New Jersey's children and families safe, healthy, and connected. And congratulations on achieving this professional distinction and completing your VAWC coursework.
Good morning. It is my distinct pleasure to join you today at the Violence Against Women Certificate Program graduation ceremony and graduates follow-up day. My name is Anna Martinez, and I am the director for DCF's Division on Women. I'm happy to extend congratulations to today's graduates on your significant achievement. The knowledge you have gained over the last several months will enhance the work that we do every day in service to women who depend on us for support, empathy, guidance, and strength. And by extension, the increased support and empathy you show to survivors of domestic violence enhances the support you provide to the family as a whole. Understanding the inextricable link between child maltreatment and domestic violence, DCF established a program to train field staff to be aware of the signs of both and to support families across the spectrum of needs. Since the beginning of the program, the evaluations have been reviewed and modifications have been made to the individual workshops. This year, besides taking the last workshops virtual, workshops were updated to talk about Me Too. The legal issues workshop was updated to include discussion on extreme risk protection orders. Some film clips in the diversity workshop were updated to talk about privilege. The resources in middle and high school populations were updated to address contemporary resources for parents. and the case studies in the ethical issues workshop were updated, and there was a discussion about the challenges of COVID. It truly is an evolution from year to year, and we hope you will help us to continue to build on an already great program. We recognize that by helping women through their trauma, we are working to preserve the family unit and to prevent further harm or maltreatment to the entire family. Through the VAWC program, we are providing women and men the opportunity to recover from domestic violence and to break the generational cycle of trauma and adversity that the family has endured. I personally want to thank each of you for all that you do on behalf of the women, the survivors of domestic violence, and families in New Jersey, and the many otherwise invisible individuals that you have helped elevate with your knowledge, skills, empathy, and fortitude. Congratulations once again, and enjoy the day.
Congratulations, graduates. What a year this has been. We are humbled and inspired by your dedication to families across New Jersey, especially in these unprecedented times. My name is Sarah McMahon, and I'm the director of the Center on Violence Against Women and Children, also known as VAWC, at the Rutgers School of Social Work. On behalf of everyone at our center, we want to thank you for your participation in the certificate program. This graduation is one of my favorite events each year, and while I wish that I was able to see you all and feel your energy in person, I'm so glad that we're able to do this virtually. The work that you do every day, as you know, is not easy, yet you are needed now more than ever. Completing this year's certificate program while trying to juggle so much does not go unrecognized. We know that completing this program involved a lot of patience, adaptability, and commitment, and these are commendable. Your class is our 9th cohort of participants, which is really exciting, and our very first to participate virtually. There are now over 400 DCF employees who have successfully completed this program. One of the reasons that this program was established was to further develop skills for DCF professionals who expressed an interest in working with cases that have an overlap of child maltreatment and violence against women. You have received a lot of information in the 11 programming courses, and I'm glad to hear anecdotally that you're already finding ways to integrate this information into your professional roles. Based on our surveys and in hearing from you all, some of the ways you and your colleagues have shared with us anonymously how you've been putting information into practice include the following: feeling better prepared to conference with staff when domestic violence is present, being able to pick up on the signs of domestic violence much more easily and to help prevent re-victimization, having more insight into the issues of violence against women, allowing us to better assist families, feeling equipped with information, insight, and strategies to work with survivors and inform colleagues. Others of you noted that in this program, it helped you to be more open-minded and understand how difficult it is for victims to leave an abusive relationship. It allowed you to learn about and recognize the often creative things survivors do to survive, and also accept that we can't always make the abuse stop. The courses left you surprised to learn that so many people still hold an antiquated view on family violence and how education can help expand these views to better serve families. Participation in the certificate program provided new information even after many years of working at VCPMP. And participation was perfectly timed, and that although you were disappointed to have to go virtual, you were happy to be able to complete the program without delay. When asked to describe the program in 4 words, the most common responses included informative, empowering, transformative, and engaging. We know that domestic violence has lasting impacts on families and communities. Over the last few months, while families have been sheltering in place, we understand that more children are at an increased risk of experiencing abuse or witnessing domestic violence, as we've heard from others. As we navigate this pandemic, your knowledge of the intersection of child maltreatment and domestic violence will be more valuable than ever. More than ever, survivors will need advocates like you who can understand the complexities of their experience. I'm grateful that there are more professionals working with New Jersey's families who are increasing their awareness, knowledge, and practice as to how to effectively assist families facing these challenges. In closing, I want to thank you for your commitment to these issues and for taking the time to participate in the certificate program. I hope you'll continue to find ways to integrate what you've learned into your practice, and I encourage you to continue to learn and take action around violence against women issues. You can talk with your DVL partners about these topics, work with local and domestic and sexual violence agencies to seek information and resources, and continue to seek out information about how to best respond to victims and survivors. The work you do is incredibly important, and I know can be thankless and emotionally exhausting. Thank you for taking the time to further your credentials by participating in this professional training program. Finally, I want to take a moment to thank our wonderful partners who support this training, including Commissioner Christine Norbert-Mayer, Assistant Commissioner Carmen Diaz-Petty, Anna Martinez, who just spoke, Director of the Division on Women, Suzanne Alvino, Administrator of the Office of Training and Professional Development, and Dawn Rowan, Teresa Daniels, and Vilma Ramos. I also want to acknowledge our Rutgers partners from the Institute for Families, Maureen Braun-Scalera and Teresa McCutchinson. And from VAWC, I'd like to thank Gabrielle Galt, Destiny Morales, and Katie Butner for their programmatic support. Congratulations again on your graduation, and now we look forward to hearing the names of the graduates.
Yes, I get so excited for this part. As an alumni from the VAWC class of 2016, I'm just excited to welcome you to the group. I am joined for the reading of the names by our colleague, Teresa.
I am Teresa Daniels, and I am a program specialist in the Division on Women, Office of Domestic Violence Services. I am also an alumni from the 2012 class. Congratulations on your great achievement.
Zulai Beltran. Jessica Bournier. Anna Branch Rolson. Amanda Bristow. Doreen Brown. Christine Burnett. Chase Burns. Jacqueline Cascante. Danette Craig.
David Cruz. Wendy Cruz. Melissa Davis. Lisa DiGiulio. Christine DeBurrow. Elva Fegan. Tatiana Rodriguez. Teray Freeman. Angela Gardner.
Brittany Gerhardt. Teresa Heyer. Christine Engel. Christina Horn. Yafe Howard. Crystal Jackson. Shaquila Johnson. Aileen Jornet. Bill Klarman. Oh, if we can pause, Teresa, you're muted.
Oh, sorry.
We missed our dear Gina Knotts. Gina.
Gina Knotts. Yay, Gina. Sorry about that. I thought I had it muted. Sorry about that. Kofi Chair Matang. William Larinaga. Kendra Law. Jacqueline Lee. Sharon Marie Lennox. Jasmine Moran. Barbara Martinez. And Marisol Ortega.
Yoslande Passius. Cynthia Pinnell. Jennifer Pimentel. Kathleen Quesada. Victoria Quinatoa. Brandy Rodriguez. Claudia Roleri. Jeanette Rosa. Megan Royal.
Jonte Singletary. Charlotte Smith. Shay Ticknow. Kristen Weiss. Joyce Whiting. Allison Wilhelm. Richard Wilhelm. Sharon Williams. Terrence Wright. And please give our graduates a round of applause.
Congratulations.
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 Congratulations, everyone. So as the 9th graduating VAWC class, you have persevered through more challenges than any previous class. I think everyone would agree, including our VAWC program partners at DCPMP, the Division on Women, the Office of Training and Professional Development, and of course, the Center on Violence Against Women and Children at the Rutgers University School of Social Work. We are also very proud of your accomplishment and your commitment in learning how you and your colleagues can best support and serve women and families who are experiencing domestic violence. All of you admirably volunteered and applied to be part of this program, and the recommendations received from your leadership indicate their confidence in your ability to apply and share your newfound knowledge. Your participation in the VAWC program has advanced not only your skills, but the skills of your entire office as you take back what you have learned and infuse it through the practice. We understand the impact that domestic violence has on our families, but we also know the great capacity for resilience they possess when they receive the restorative services and supports they need and deserve. That knowledge is what keeps us going. The majority of your graduating class today are from the DCPMP local and area offices statewide. As you join the VAWC alumni in your offices, know that you are part of a select group leading the way in improving how we help support families every day. There are also graduates from the Division on Women and the Office of Legal, Regulatory, and Legislative Affairs. Each of you play a vital role in advancing this work. The interdisciplinary nature of the VAWC programs makes it that much more impactful. It takes the entirety of DCF with every office and division working towards a common vision. The department is committed towards building a 21st century family service serving agency, a system that is collaborative, one that reflects equity in the ways in which we engage families and provide services, a system that values women's voices and family voice, one that is trauma-informed and healing-centered, and a system that recognizes part of staff wellness is providing the advanced training required to feel confident in doing one's work. Towards this goal, the VAWC program helps to build staff skill sets and capacity for empathy, understanding, and support, and ensures that we continue to provide a coordinated response sensitive to the needs of survivors and their children. Thank you to all our VAWC program partners at Rutgers, Dow, and OTPD for the investment made in the professional development of staff within DCF. And to all of you in the graduating class of 2020, congratulations once again. And thank you for advancing DCF's vision, ensuring all New Jersey families can be safe, healthy, and connected. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. So thank you so much. Again, congratulations. That concludes our graduation portion. We're all going to hop on and wave goodbye and say congrats again. But thank you for everybody who spoke today, everybody who made the time to be here. Thank you also for your flexibility, as I think everyone has mentioned, from the Rutgers side of things, from the DCF side of things. You know, we've had to do a lot of back and forth, and we know we've asked a lot of you in terms of that flexibility. So thank you. We're really happy that we've gotten to celebrate you. And we are sad that we can't do that in person, but of course are really glad that we were able to make today happen and make this happen. And we're glad that you have it to share, send around to friends and family, watch again, see all your beautiful faces one more time. And thank you specifically, Gabrielle, who you've all worked with back and forth through the entire year. And she's been managing most of your emails. She's on YouTube watching, handling emails now too. So thank you to her for the fact that she's been the person who's your go-to on a day-to-day basis and all the work that she's put in to make that happen. So thank you again. Congratulations, everyone. And enjoy the rest of this, August, this summer, and congrats.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.